So recently I saw a post on TikTok, and TikTok is video largely, but someone posted a screenshot of a tweet, and I want to share something with you on that. This is the question the person asked. The person asked, 80% of single men are no longer interested in dating. They are not even trying. Why is this the case? Men only. And so I went through the comments, and boy, I was shocked with some of the things as to why many men. Now I don't know how he came across. The person's handle is Dear Son. I don't know how he came across with the data of 80% of single men are no longer interested in dating. I don't know how he came up with the 80% though, but it was surprising on some of the things that people were citing as the reason or reasons why they are not interested in dating, and they are better off being single as men at the end of the day. And this is a very serious issue because if that is the case, then our society is really deteriorating. Because if a large number of men are not interested in relationship, then our family structure is on a verge of collapse. Our family structure is on the verge of disruption. Then there is going to be an uproar or an increase in a lot of fornication and a lot of things that are not supposed to be going on. But I want to share my thought on some of the comments, and then, let you understand what is going on here. Number one, the first comment that struck me was, why build an empire to have it taken away? This was someone's comment. Why build an empire to have it taken away? And in my brain, what I was thinking about here is divorce. Because our society has become so crooked that people marry and just something happens and then the woman files for a divorce. Immediately the woman files for a divorce, guess what? The divorce law is favoring the woman. And so the man will lose 50% of their property, and then they would have to pay child support for the rest of their life. And that is why I'm advocating that the divorce laws must be changed. Because the time that the law was introduced was because only men were working and women were home, taking care of the house. But then that time, it was men who were filing for a divorce. And so it got to a point that people are like, oh no, if the man is the only person working and the man files for the divorce, and now the woman had been at home just taking care of the house, doesn't have anything at their disposal, then it will make sense that the man will be taking care of what? The woman still after the divorce with the children. So 50% of your property go to the woman. But that is not the society we are in these days. These days, it's not like that. There are a lot of women making some money, building some properties, but the divorce law remains the same. So if this person is saying or asking, why build an empire to have it taken away? So you think you love somebody and boom, they just come into your life, do something, file for a divorce, and you literally lose everything. And this is quite devastating. But that is the first comment that I want to share with you there. The second comment that I want to share with you is this. Their standards are delusionally high and their value is extremely low. And I couldn't agree more with this. Because sometimes you sit down and you hear young women talking. And sometimes they are not even shy. And they sit down before the camera with their miserable phone. Then they are recording a video. And you look at the background, the room that they are living in, or where they are sitting to record the video. And these are people who are like, if you're a man who is going to come into my life, You should be doing this. You should be doing that. You should be dying. 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 And they have a tall list of things that, excuse me, out of respect, their father did not even have the dream to conceive those things. Now, am I saying that women should not desire the best for themselves? No. You have to desire the best for yourself. But you got to be a high-value woman. So, delusionally high standards, but extremely low value. And again, that's discouraging. And we have to speak to this. The third comment that that drew my attention was, you meet people within hours and they want you to solve their problem. Right now, it's like relationship has become like a trade. You meet a lady and you're just talking. All of a sudden, you are being billed. They've sent you a bill. Oh, I'm buying this thing. Can you help me? I'm buying that thing. Please buy it for me. Hey, I saw this dress. Please buy it for me. And you're like, ah. And I couldn't agree more with this because it's something that I've seen over and over again. I've had people share this with me over and over again where people are just getting to know. So now it's more or less like you commit a crime to see a lady and say, hi, how are you? My name is Nhyira. Can we be friends? You exchange contacts. It's a crime. That's your crime. Now, you're going to be billed. Again, not all women are like this. We have to have that respect for women. But majority of the women, that's what they are. And again, this is distressful. Because what dating? You don't have to bill me on dating. We are dating. We want to know each other. We want to know more about each other. Why are you billing me with your problems? Yeah, if it is a genuine need, I could help you, but don't make it sound like I have to be responsible for you because I am not your father. And again, it is so distressful. So distressful. Personally, I've had this encounter sometimes where there was a lady that we were talking and we were just talking. So just after a week of talking or so, she was like, hey, she wants to leave her home. And this is a lady who claimed, she lived with her dad, with the parents, and she wants to leave her home. And I'm like, why do you want to leave your home? And she was like, oh, she's a big girl now. She wants to have her privacy, so she wants to live on her own. Then I was like, is that a wise decision to make? Because rent is expensive. He said, yeah, but I want to do. And I'm like, okay. If you have thought through it and you have the money to do that, why not? Go for it. Then she messaged me that, she was checking some apartments. She even told me if I get somebody, I should check for her. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's okay. Then after some time, I was there one day. She called me. She was like, hey, I got a place that I wanted. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. And I hope you like the environment, Yeah, that's okay. Only for her to open her mouth that she wants me to accompany her to go see the landlord and pay for the rent. I was like, what the heck is going on here? So I took out my phone because I wanted to confirm what is going on, whether I was in a dream or I don't know what was happening. I should go and pay your rent for you because of what? We've known each other. We've been talking for how many? Talking on phone for 2 or 3 weeks. I should come and pay your rent for you? Why? Why is that? And this is the shocker. This is the shocker. About a month after that request, the lady was married. This is the shocker. About a month after that request for me to take her to go pay for the rent, she was married. And I was like, what's going on? Because I saw her, she had a ring on, and I was like, what the heck? And it's really just took me by storm. I was like, okay, maybe she saw me and she thinks I'm Dadabi. She thinks I have money. She doesn't know I don't have any money. And so she wanted me to fund her life so she can go and enjoy with another person. And this is what is discouraging men from entertaining a relationship. So imagine that I had said, oh, she's a beautiful lady. I want to be with this lady. I want to build a relationship with this lady. Then I go and pay the rent. Now, if you finish paying the rent, that's not all. You have to buy electrical appliances, sofa, bed, and things. So imagine give and take. I spent 30, 40K on that. And after a month, I saw a ring on her finger that she married. She is now married. What do you think I'm going to do? And that is where a lot of men lose it. All right? And there are two things that happens there. Either they can't take it any longer, so they commit suicide, or they will find a way to punish that woman. And they don't care what they can do. And I'm not saying this to say women are wicked. Listen, ladies, we want to know you. We want to understand you. But the billing can come later. The fact that someone approaches you to take your number, the fact that someone is your friend, does not mean they have become your father. If you need money for your hair, call your father. If you need money to pay your rent, call your mother. If you can't work yourself to get the money to pay your rent, shut the hell up and sit somewhere. And that is what leads me to another comment that caught my attention. No money, no love. No money, no love. This was someone's comment. And that tied to that thing. It's like relationship has become the highest bidder. It's like an auction. So it's the highest bidder. You don't have money, shut the hell up. And to some extent, I understand that because relationship is not for broke people. For that, I can understand that to a certain extent. Relationship is not for broke people. So if you are broke, you don't have money, leave relationship for people who have money. Because relationship is expensive. It's not just the money, like the money that you're going to spend, right? It is the time. It is the energy. It is the drama. It is all the things that makes up the relationship, makes it expensive. But technically, this person is talking about moolah, like the actual physical cash. Is that a case that poor man cannot fall in love? Is it a case that you are poor so you can't fall in love? So if you then get the money, why should you then settle? And again, that is one thing that is going on. Because when men are broke, no woman wants to entertain them. When they become successful, then women want to come in the fold. And that is why sometimes when some men become successful and they're in a place of authority, they punish all women who come their way for the pain that some other women had caused them in the past. And again, this is the society that we live in. It's chaotic. It's not right. But that is the society we live in. You gotta have some money, bro. If not, she's not gonna look your way. But ladies, how much should we have? Is it all about the money? Or it's about having a life together? Please, ladies, let us know. Then that leads me to another comment that drew my attention, and this is, why chase someone to pay their bills? And this links to those other comments. So you are seeing a trend in the comments, in the reason why chase someone to pay their bills. And that was what I was talking about. The crime you committed was, hey, girl, can I have your number? That's your crime. That's treason. That's the crime you committed. So now she's bugging you. I want this. I want that. To some extent that recently there was this video where it was the lady's birthday, and the guy had sent a message to the lady that, hey, it's your birthday. I'm sending you something small to buy an ice cream. And the guy sent 5,000 naira, I think so, to the lady. And the lady took offense and sent back the money to the guy because she was like, the guy had disrespected her. And I'm like, what kind of stupid society are we in now? It's your birthday. What do you want? I should go and buy the Atlantic Ocean and come and give to you? That is what he has. 5,000 naira. Then you don't want it? Why? Okay, what did you do for him on his birthday? How many women go out of their way to spoil their men? How many? I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I'm just asking, ratio and proportion wise, how many? And when I watched that video, I was shocked. I couldn't speak. I was speechless. You are angry because it's your birthday and your boyfriend sent you a message wishing you happy birthday and sent you 5,000 naira, and you are angry? How much do you want? 2 billion naira? A house at Banana Island? Or a holiday in Dubai? Listen, all these things are making men pull away gradually from committing to a relationship. Because you chase, oh, I want to be with you. Then you become somebody who pays bills. And this connects to other comments where people are just like, I don't want to be an ATM. Because it's more or less like, you're an ATM. She wants to do the nails, you got to pay for that. She wants to do the hair, you got to pay for that. She wants to buy new underwears, you got to pay for that. It's her birthday, you got to pay for that. You got to take her on a date. So I asked, what the heck do you do with your money? So I asked, what kind of women do we have in our society? So I asked, what the heck is the society that we are living in now? Is it a crime for somebody to contact you to say that they love you? Is it a crime? No. Now there is a bill. And again, this is something that we have to look at. Because our society is gradually deteriorating. And that links me to another comment, which again drew my attention. And this is, we love with no condition, but they love with conditions. We love with no conditions, but they love with condition. And again, this is something going on in the society. Yeah? If you can't take care of me, then that's it. Yeah? I want this new weave on. If you can't buy it for me, then that is it. It's okay. Then she starts putting up with attitude. Listen, we have to stop this whole foolishness going on. We have to reach a point where we build meaningful relationship. We have to reach a point where, ladies, you become reasonable and apply wisdom to your life. And sometimes many of the women think they are smart. And again, who is going to lose at the end of the day? Who is going to feel the heat at the end of the day? And so we got to build a society. And I have some other things here, that caught my attention. Another comment here is, I am not losing my happiness in life because of someone's happiness. We are tired. You're just tired. You're just exhausted. What did I do wrong? Here you are, a young man trying to survive. Is it a crime to be in a relationship? No. We all need a relationship. Okay? Is it a crime to say that you're beautiful? Can you be my friend? Is that a crime? Then all your burdens now becomes my problem? No. I cannot do that. So I know you're going to say, yeah. Then let the people who can pay come. Yeah. But very soon, you are going to lose that. Then you will realize that you have become a loose goods. You got to be careful. Right now, you may seem on top of the world. Right now, you may seem like, oh, you are untouchable. Men are approaching you. Men like you. Men do this. But what are they all looking for? Sleep with you and walk away. Sleep with you, and that is all. By the time you realize that, oh, I got to settle down, I need a man in my life, you've become valueless. And no reasonable man will be willing to settle down for that. Because when the man is also wealthy now, capable now, able to do things now, he will also go back to go and pick somebody who is not destroyed yet to be with them. So it's not a good feeling. It's not a good thing going on that men are having these experiences. It is pointless to pay someone to love you. Pointless to pay someone to love you. We are tired of drama. It's just insane. There was another time I was watching a video and somebody was asked, what was the biggest lie you had told your ex? And this lady stood there and was like, oh, there was a time I was with my boyfriend. Then there was another guy that I was seeing, and I traveled to Lagos for 2 months to stay with this other guy. And so for the whole 2 months, my boyfriend never heard of me. And my boyfriend was calling all my friends, and I told my friends not to answer. Later on, when I came back, I told him that I was in coma. And she showed the guy pictures of her in the hospital back in high school. So look at the mastermind. You see the mastermind? You have a boyfriend, you leave the boy, go to sleep with another guy for 2 months. Then you craft a story, come back to your boyfriend and tell your boyfriend that, hey, I was in coma. And brought in pictures from you in high school whilst in the hospital with an operation that was done to her that time and showed that to the guy. And as I was watching that video, I got chills. Like, I was like, wow, this is Money Heist Exponent 99. Because for somebody to sit down, to craft a narrative, I'm going to leave my boy, go sleep with another guy for 2 months, come back, but I'm going to tell him that I was in coma. Now, I have some pictures of myself from high school where I was in hospital. Then I can use that as a defense. And she had the friends around her supporting her to pull up that heist. This is the chaos we are in. This is the problem we have in the society, where there are certain young ladies, certain women, they think they are so smart, they think they are so brilliant, they think they are so intelligent. How far can you carry that? Where will it lead to? What is it that you want? We need to come to the point where we become real as people in the society. If not, our society is going to deteriorate. You want to marry, and nobody will be willing to marry you. Not because you are not beautiful, not because you are not a boss chick, but because you are a loose good. It's because they don't see anything in you again. It's because probably they've heard your story. You've run around, sleeping around by heart, and nobody wants to wed you. Even if they make the decision that they want to marry you, they will come and talk to their friends, and their friends will be like, hey, this lady, please, you don't want to have any problem, any nightmare. Don't worry yourself to go and marry this lady. We need to build a society where we build tangible relationship based on purpose, tangible relationship based on values, tangible relationship based on traditions that are valuable, have been carried over time, tangible relationships based ultimately on the Word of God. Let's not make it transactional. Let's build quality relationship. Thanks for watching. Let me hear from you in the comment section. What do you think about this topic?